There is a hard truth most people never learn, and it costs them years of frustration, disrespect, and wasted energy. People only respect you when you are willing to walk away, not when you argue, not when you explain yourself, not when you try harder to be understood. Respect shows up when you are no longer afraid of losing what you are standing in front of. The moment you become willing to walk away, the power dynamic changes. And this applies to relationships, friendships, business, money, work, and life. Desperation kills respect. Attachment kills leverage. Neediness kills authority. The man who cannot walk away is always negotiating from weakness. Let that sink in. If you need approval, you will tolerate disrespect. If you need attention, you will accept bad behavior. If you need money urgently, you will make poor financial decisions. If you need validation, you will compromise your standards. Respect does not come from asking. It comes from independence. The reason wealthy people, disciplined people, and high-value individuals are treated differently is simple. They are not trapped. They have options, and options change everything. Think about any situation in your life where you felt powerless. A relationship where you stayed longer than you should have. A job where you were underpaid but afraid to leave. A business deal where you accepted bad terms. A friendship where boundaries were crossed repeatedly. In every one of those situations, the problem was not the other person. The problem was that you were not willing or not able to walk away. Walking away is not aggression. It is not arrogance. It is not ego. It is self-respect backed by capability. People only test boundaries when they sense you cannot enforce them. And the strongest boundary is the ability to remove yourself completely. Let's talk about money, because this is where the lesson becomes crystal clear. Financial independence creates leverage. When you have savings, investments, multiple income streams, and financial discipline, you stop tolerating nonsense. You stop accepting bad deals. You stop staying in environments that drain you. You stop negotiating from fear. The man with no financial cushion has no real power. He might have opinions, but he has no leverage. The man with money saved, skills developed, and income diversified can say no. And the ability to say no is where respect begins. Rich people are respected not because they show off wealth, but because they are not dependent. They are not desperate. They are not cornered. They can walk away. And people feel that energy immediately. The same principle applies in relationships. When someone knows you are afraid to lose them, they will push boundaries. They will test limits. They will give less effort. But when someone knows you are secure enough to leave, they show up differently. You do not need to threaten. You do not need to explain. You do not need to argue. Your standards speak for you. Walking away does not mean you want to leave. It means you're not afraid to. And that difference is everything. Here is the part most people do not want to hear. If you are not respected, it is often because you have taught people that you will stay no matter what. You stayed when you should have left. You explained when silence would have been stronger. You negotiated when you should have declined. You lowered standards to avoid loss. Respect is built when people know there is a line they cannot cross. And that line is only real if you are willing to enforce it. Now, let's connect this to habits of the rich. Wealthy individuals structure their lives to avoid dependency. They build emergency funds so they are never trapped. They invest so their future is not dependent on one paycheck. They develop skills so they are not replaceable. They manage expenses so they are not stressed. They plan long-term so they are not reactive. All of this creates one powerful outcome: freedom of choice. And freedom of choice is what makes walking away possible. Most people stay in bad situations because they lack preparation. They did not save. They did not plan. They did not invest in themselves. They did not build skills. They did not think long term. So when the moment comes, they have no exit. And without an exit, there is no respect. This is why discipline matters. This is why habits matter. This is why financial responsibility matters. Not to impress others, not to show off success, but to give yourself leverage in life. The man who can walk away controls the situation without raising his voice. Think about negotiations. The person who wins is always the one who does not need the deal. The same rule applies everywhere. At work, the employee who has options is treated better. In business, the partner who can leave gets better terms. In relationships, the person who is not afraid of loss is valued more. In life, the individual who is not desperate moves with confidence. Walking away is not about leaving everything behind. It is about knowing you could if you had to. And that knowledge changes how you stand, speak, decide, and act. Here is a truth about respect. People do not respect words. They respect consequences. And the strongest consequence is your absence. When you remove yourself from situations that disrespect you, people notice. When you stop chasing, people reassess. When you stop tolerating less, standards rise. This is not manipulation. This is alignment. You are aligning your actions with your values. Now, let's talk about fear. Most people are not afraid of walking away because they love too much. They are afraid because they are unprepared. Preparedness eliminates fear. Financial preparedness, emotional preparedness, skill preparedness, mental preparedness. The more prepared you are, the less you fear loss. And the less you fear loss, the more respect you command. This is why rich habits matter beyond money. Saving money is not just about numbers. It is about security. Investing is not just about returns. It is about independence. Building skills is not just about income. It is about options. Options are power, and power, when used quietly, creates respect. Let me be very clear. You do not need to become cold. You do not need to become distant. You do not need to become ruthless. You need to become capable of standing alone, capable of saying no, capable of choosing better, capable of leaving when necessary. When you are capable, you stop tolerating what drains you. People feel that shift. Your posture changes. Your tone changes. Your decisions change. Your standards become non-negotiable. And respect follows. The irony is this. When you stop needing people, they start valuing you more. Not because you are playing games, but because you are no longer seeking validation. You are self-directed. This is the habit of the rich. Not money alone, but independence. Rich people are not respected because they chase power. They are respected because they do not need approval. They can walk away from deals, of people, situations, and environments that do not align with their standards. And that ability is built long before the moment arrives. It is built in silence. It is built through discipline. It is built through financial responsibility. It is built through self-investment. It is built through habits. So, if you want more respect in your life, do not ask for it. Build the kind of life where you do not fear walking away. Build savings, build skills, build confidence, build discipline, build independence. Because the day you truly become willing to walk away is the day people start treating you differently. Not because you demanded respect, but because you earned it. Respect follows strength. Strength follows independence. Independence follows preparation. And preparation is a habit. This is how the rich think. This is how the disciplined live. This is how power is built quietly. They only respect you when you are willing to walk away. And once you understand that, you never negotiate from weakness again.